Hello everyone, it is me again. I'm sorry about the trees outside reflecting in my glasses. I just like this angle and I'm just gonna deal with it. It is Saturday, October 3rd, which means that Preptober has started, which is very exciting. First of all, if you're new to my channel, my name is April K. I am an independent self-published author who hopefully one day will be traditionally published and not independent, more mainstream, I guess. And I just make a lot of rambly vlogs about my writing process and journey and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so it is Preptober. If you watched my last video, I talked about what I planned to do for NaNo, and I'm still doing that idea. I've just made a lot of changes, namely Jameson is no more, and he was one of my main characters. Long story short, I'm working on a story that is tentatively for now called Heartlines, and in the original Heartlines, Paz is a werewolf who lives in poverty with her mother in a trailer park because her and her mother are without a pack, so they don't have the safety and security of a pack, and they are poor, so it's like they get it from everywhere. And in the original story, Jameson was Paz's love interest, and he was a rich kid, but he was different from the other rich kids, and I loved him. I loved writing Jameson, and I loved reading him when I was reading the Zero Draft. But when I finished reading the Zero Draft, I kind of was just sitting here thinking, I've seen this before. I've seen this a million times. And so I wanted to kind of breathe new life into this story. And so I just got rid of Jameson, and now Paz's love interest is a rich girl named Serena, and that's pretty much the big change that I made. And so I am reworking Heartlines now as a queer romance story. All of that rambling aside, my very first Preptober video is going to be the work in progress tag. I was tagged by Dolores. I will link her video down below. Her work in progress sounds really interesting and I can't wait to read it. And she's just a really sweet person, so you should definitely check her out. But yeah, she tagged me in the whip tag and I really wanted to do it, but I'm glad I waited because now I'm much happier with the idea that I have. So I'm just going to jump into the questions for the work in progress tag. Question 1. What is the working title? And as I mentioned, the working title is Heartlines, but I don't like it so much anymore, and this will be hopefully a duology, so I will want a title that matches, and right now I don't have one, so Heartlines is very questionable, very much up in the air right now, but for now, it is Heartlines. Question 2. Where did the idea for your book come from? Honestly, I pulled a Stephanie Meyer with this one. I was listening to a song. Well, she dreamed it. I daydreamed it. I was listening to a song and I just envisioned this scene originally between Paz and Jameson. They were running through the woods together, and basically, so the entire story basically came out of that scene. Obviously, Jameson, like I mentioned, is no more, but that scene, imagining it now with Paz and Serena instead, and I love it. I love everything about it. So yeah, it was just daydreaming. I was listening to the song Running with the Wolves by Aurora. So obviously the title and chorus of that song was very suggestive to me, Running with the Wolves. But yeah, that's how it happened, That's how it happened. Question number 3. What genre is your work in progress? It is predominantly young adult, but it is also paranormal romance and LGBT, so it's a mouthful, YA, LGBT, paranormal romance. Number 4. Choose the actors for your movie rendition, and I've seen a lot of people that, they don't use actors for their characters, or they've just never thought about it, and that's never the case for me, because casting actors in the roles of my characters is legitimately one of my favorite things to do. So I already have my actors. So for Paz, I'm thinking of Brianna Hildebrand is how I assume her name is pronounced. She is most known for playing, let me see if I can get the name right. She was in Deadpool, I can give you that much. Negasonic Teenage Warhead? She's most known for that role, but she just with her short hair and like excuse me, like darker, I guess, appearance in terms of her clothing and her makeup. I was like, oh my god, perfect, that's Paz right there. And for Serena, honestly, this one, it feels very meant to be because she was the very first person I thought of, but it's funny because I'm not like a huge fan, and I hated her character in like the one mainstream thing that she's been in. But it is Natalia Dyer of Stranger Things fame. She is the face claim of Serena, and I don't know. The minute I envisioned her, it was perfect. It was like suddenly Serena had a voice and Serena had a smile, and I was like in love. Number 5, a one-sentence synopsis of your book. So I almost wanted to cheat and like write one down so I would have one. Let me see. I don't know, it's very hard because my story touches on so many things. Rich new girl in town meets poor kid from the wrong side of the tracks and falls in love, but the poor kid is also a werewolf. I don't know. I really should have worked on this. Let me see. Paz isn't just a poor kid from the trailer park, she's also a werewolf, so she shouldn't fall in love with a rich human, but she does. That's much better, I think. Number 6. Will your book be self-published, or will you be represented by an agency? Honestly, I have every intention of querying this when I'm done. I intend to write the first book and then the second book, and then do the editing on both of them, and then start querying the first one. And I would love, love, love to get this traditionally published. And I think the idea could work. I think stories like this in the straight genre, I guess, the straight romance genre, I mean, are a dime a dozen, but I think the world is just ready for stories like this about, you know, LGBT characters, where the story is not hinging on, you know, the tragedy of their sexuality in terms of, you know, the storyline is they're gay and they're coming to terms with it. You know, we have enough stories about that, and we kind of just want LGBT characters who get to do fun things, like have adventures, go on quests, etc. So I think in terms of this idea, I think it is good for traditional publishing, but I can't make any promises. If querying does not work out, I will be self-publishing, but I am not going to only query, like, you know, one agent and then immediately be like, well, didn't work out, time to self-publish. Like, I'm going to query as many as I can. I'm going to really work to get this traditionally published. Question number 7. How long did it take you to write the first draft of this manuscript? I did write a zero draft. I started last November, and I think I finished it either the end of January or the end of February, so either 3 to 4 months. It was a zero draft, so it was very rushed, and it was very busy. But yeah, 3 to 4 months for the zero draft. Number 8. What other books would you compare this story to? I've been thinking about this question, and I'm not going to say, like, oh, it's such an original idea, I haven't seen any books, you know, like this. But I personally have not seen any books like this because I've just been unfortunate, or else I would love to read those books. But in terms of movies, I'm a big movie person. I can say, would almost compare it to, at least a little bit, Pretty in Pink. Obviously, there's no Ducky character in this story, but it is a girl from poor side of town, feels like she doesn't deserve this rich love interest, you know, that type of thing. And then I might also compare it to, I don't know, like MTV's Teen Wolf is what I've been comparing it to in my head, but gay. Number 9. Who or what inspired you to write this book? Well, like I said, I had that daydream of my characters running through the woods, and that was the main inspiration, but also I actually spent a chunk of my childhood growing up in a trailer park, so it felt like something that I could really put my experience into and make it more realistic. I don't know. It seemed important to me when I decided I was going to go the route of having Paz be poor. I was like, perfect. I can show people what it's really like living in a trailer park, because obviously, you know, you see TV shows like Trailer Park Boys, or, you know, you see in movies people live in these silver bullet trailers and they're like rednecks and white trash, and obviously that does exist. But, you know, when I tell people I lived in a trailer park, they immediately start picturing like the worst stereotype imaginable. So, I don't know, just kind of wanted to show the other side of trailer parks, I guess. And number 10. What else about your book might pique the reader's interest? So we have the whole poor person, rich person love story, werewolf, human, forbidden love, girls who like girls. I'm also going to be putting in, like, there's a mean girl at school who essentially is friends with Serena, and then when Serena and Paz start getting closer, this mean girl doesn't like Paz because she's kind of conditioned herself not to, because the whole poor kid thing, but she's going to try to be friends, and I guess I could say there's going to be hijinks, you know, and I don't know, I think I want to show strong female friendships and kind of, I don't know, just strong females and strong female friendships and strong female loves, you know. I just want to have a story where all the girls are really fleshed out and mean a lot to each other. Like, I don't know, this is going to be a really good girl power story, I think. And I'm all about that, because Hollywood very much messes up girl power, and I'm just really excited. Yeah, that's the whip tag. I'm very excited to work on Heartlines. Like I said, the minute I created Serena, I fell in love with her, because when it comes to girls, I don't have a type, but I am very much inclined towards clever, sharp-witted girls that are full of sunshine, and that is pretty much what Serena is, so I kind of have a crush on my character. Also, if you're new here, or maybe if you don't talk to me on a personal level, I am pansexual. It's confusing to a lot of people because I am in a relationship with a straight cis man, so people just assume I'm straight, you know. I can't fault them for it, I guess. I wish they wouldn't, but I can't fault them for it. But I am pansexual, so when I say I have a crush on a girl, like, I legitimately mean it, and the fact that that girl is a fictional character that I have created is very depressing. But yeah, I have a crush on Serena, okay? I can't help it. So yeah, that is the work in progress tag. Who am I gonna tag? Let me see, I would have normally tagged Dolores, but she tagged me. Oh yeah, and everyone I'm tagging, I'm going to be linking them down below, and you should 100% check them out. Obviously, I follow them for a reason. So yeah, I'm going to tag Misty's Writing Desk, Joey Paul, Devesha, oh, I hope I'm saying your name right, aka Grape Fry. Who else? I feel like I follow so many people, but I'm drawing blanks right now because I want to tag everyone. Yeah, I don't know, I'm tagging those three specifically, but also if you see this and want to do it, I'm tagging you as well. So yeah, I'll link all those people down below, you should check them out, they all make great videos. My next video will probably be character planning with Campfire. Right now I'm learning how to use Storyist because I think that's what I'm going to use to write this draft, but my next Preptober video will most likely be using Campfire to make character sheets and stuff. And then I have to work on my outline. That is essentially what I'm going to be spending most of October doing, is working on my outline. Fun stuff. So yeah, I got my NaNo gift swap box, and I have to film my unboxing for that, although you will not see that video until later in October. We all are posting those on the same day. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this now. This video has run for a long time, and I just gotta get it edited and cut out all the useless, boring stuff, like usual. But yeah, so I will see you in my next video. Happy Preptober to everyone who is participating in NaNoWriMo this year. What are you working on? Do you maybe not even know what you're working on? I don't know, let me know down below what you're working on, what your Nano project looks like so far. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.